Your phone glows in the dim light of your room as another post pops up on your feed. Someone you know flaunting success, wealth, a lifestyle you dream of but haven't achieved. It stings, doesn't it? That sharp jab of envy slicing through the veneer of your daily routine and leaving you wondering, why can't that be me? Welcome to your daily dose of wealth wisdom. This isn't just another self-help spiel. It's a radical approach to transforming envy from a silent tormentor into your most potent ally. You're not here by accident. You're different because you dare to confront that sting, to use it as fuel for change. You're special for standing in the face of conventional feelings and seeking to flip the script on jealousy. What if I told you that the very emotion making you pause and ponder over others' achievements could be the catalyst for your transformation? Instead of drowning in the sea of what-ifs and if-onlys, you're about to learn how to channel that energy into something constructive, something that propels you towards your own version of success. Jealousy in its raw form highlights our deepest desires and the gaps in our lives. But here's the golden twist. It also illuminates the path to our aspirations, proving that what we yearn for isn't as unattainable as we might have believed. Today we start the journey of turning envy into a tool, a motivator to push us closer to our dreams. As we navigate through this series, I challenge you to embrace the discomfort that comes with jealousy. Let's dissect it, understand it, and ultimately transform it into a driving force. This is more than a quest for financial wealth. It's about unlocking the full spectrum of your potential and demonstrating that the journey to fulfillment is not just about chasing dreams, but actively pursuing them. So pay attention. You're on the cusp of redefining your relationship with one of the most misunderstood emotions. It's time to see jealousy not as an enemy, but as an unlikely ally, nudging you towards greater heights and a fuller understanding of what you're truly capable of achieving. The road to wealth and personal success is paved with more than good intentions. It's built on the decisions you make starting right now. Let's harness every emotion, every tool at our disposal, especially those we never thought could serve us. Welcome to the beginning of your transformation. Jealousy, that gnawing sensation you feel when you see someone else enjoying the fruits of financial success, is more common than you might think. It's the quiet discomfort that settles in as you scroll through your social media feed, seeing friends on exotic vacations, driving cars that gleam under the sun, or moving into homes that seem ripped from the pages of a luxury magazine. These moments aren't just passing feelings. They're windows into our deeper desires and aspirations. Let's face it, we've all been there. You're sitting on your couch after a long day's work, phone in hand, and there it is, a post from an old college friend. They're on a beach somewhere far away, where the water is a shade of blue you've only seen in brochures, and the sand is as white and fine as powdered sugar. Your friend looks happy, carefree, and in that moment you can't help but feel a pinch of envy. Why? Because you work just as hard, if not harder. Where's your slice of paradise? Or consider the moment you stop at a traffic light, only to have someone pull up next to you in a car that costs more than your annual salary. It's not just a car, it's a symbol of wealth, success, and a lifestyle that seems just out of reach. That feeling of jealousy isn't petty, it's a signpost pointing towards what you desire: financial freedom, recognition, or maybe just the means to indulge in the finer things in life without a second thought. But here's where we pivot. Jealousy, as sharp and uncomfortable as it may feel, is not just an emotion to be suppressed or ignored. It is, in fact, a powerful indicator of our unspoken dreams and goals. When you feel envious of someone's financial achievements, it's not just about the material wealth they possess. It's about what that wealth represents: the freedom to travel at will, the ability to pursue passions without financial constraint, the security of a prosperous future, or the fulfillment of making a mark in the world. Imagine for a moment the tables turned. Picture yourself as the person others look to with admiration, and yes, even a touch of envy. You're not flaunting your success, but simply living your life to its fullest, a life earned through determination, savvy decision-making, and a willingness to transform envy into action. This isn't a fantasy. It's a potential reality, and by engaging with this message, you're taking the first step towards making it your own. By understanding jealousy in its true form, a mix of desire, ambition, and the innate human drive to seek better for ourselves, we can begin to use it as a tool rather than a burden. It's a signal, loud and clear, that we're ready for more. And more doesn't have to be a distant dream. As we continue through this video, we're not just talking about wealth in the abstract. We're laying down the steps, the mindset shifts, and the strategies that will guide you from where you are now to where you want to be. You're not watching this by chance. You're here because you're ready to explore the depths of your desires and to chart a course towards fulfilling them. This journey is about transforming envy from a shadow into a beacon, guiding you towards personal and financial growth. Remember, the rich person in your imaginings doesn't have to remain a character in your daydreams. You can be this person. By committing to this journey, by deciding to view this video in its entirety and engage with its lessons, you're setting in motion the wheels of change. It's time to understand your jealousy, to recognize it for the sign that it is, and to take deliberate steps towards becoming the person who embodies the success you've envied in others. Stay tuned and get ready. Your next steps, your path to wealth, and the transformation you've been seeking begin here. Our relationship with money is complex, often seeded in the deep soils of our upbringing and watered by the experiences we accumulate over a lifetime. It's not just about numbers in a bank account. It's about the beliefs that shape our interactions with and attitudes towards wealth. For many, these beliefs begin in childhood, observing the struggles and triumphs of our families with money. Phrases like "money is hard to come by" or "wealth is only for the lucky few" are not just passing comments. They are seeds of belief planted in fertile minds, growing into powerful narratives that dictate our financial lives. Let's explore 5 common limiting money beliefs and how they serve as barriers to financial growth. 1. Money is the root of all evil. Think of money as a tool, much like a hammer. In the hands of a builder, it can create shelters for families, spaces for communities to thrive. Misused, it can cause harm. The tool itself is neutral. It's the intent and application that define its morality. This belief often stems from witnessing misuse of wealth, but overlooks the countless stories of generosity, philanthropy, and positive change funded by the same. Can we really blame the hammer for the houses it didn't build? Or should we focus on the hands that wield it? 2. I'll never be able to get out of debt. Imagine you're at the bottom of a well looking up at the sky. The sides seem too steep, the top too far. But what if I told you others have climbed out, not because the well was any shorter, but because they found the right tools and the determination? Debt can feel like a well, but history is full of stories of those who've climbed out, one small step at a time. Debt is a situation, not a life sentence. What steps can you take today, however small, toward the rim of the well? 3. Rich people are inherently dishonest. Consider the story of a self-made entrepreneur who starts a business that benefits not just themselves, but their community, their employees, and the environment. This narrative challenges the belief that wealth must come at the expense of ethics. Wealth, like any form of power, can amplify the inherent values of its holder. If a kind person becomes wealthy, do they not have more means to express their kindness? 4. I'm not smart enough to be financially successful. Financial success is less about innate intelligence and more about persistence, learning, and adaptability. Think of it as learning a language. Everyone starts as a beginner, making mistakes and feeling awkward. Over time, with practice and exposure, fluency develops. Financial intelligence is similar. With each step you take to learn and understand, you're building your fluency. Has there ever been something you thought you couldn't learn, only to find proficiency with time and effort? 5. Money will never bring happiness. While it's true that money alone cannot guarantee happiness, it can provide the means to pursue what does. Imagine money as the vehicle, not the destination. It can take you places that might lead to happiness, security for your family, education, travel, the ability to pursue passions. Have you ever experienced joy in giving a gift, made possible by having the means to do so? This joy hints at the broader potential of money as a facilitator of happiness, not its sole provider. These limiting beliefs act as self-imposed shackles, hindering our financial growth and well-being. They shape our actions and decisions, often leading us down paths that confirm our deepest fears and biases about money. But here's the transformative truth. Beliefs can be challenged and changed. The first step is recognizing these beliefs for what they are, narratives we've inherited or constructed that may not serve our best interests. Changing these deep-seated beliefs isn't an overnight process. It requires introspection, education, and sometimes a leap of faith. It's about rewriting the script, from viewing money as a source of evil or stress to seeing it as a tool for creating a life aligned with our values and aspirations. The path to financial enlightenment is a shared one, with a community of like-minded individuals cheering each other on. So, if you're ready to challenge your limiting money beliefs and step into a new financial reality, comment yes to join our community and receive a heart to welcome you to this community. And since true wealth thrives on the sharing of wisdom, please also remember to like this video. By doing so, you're helping spread invaluable knowledge to those who need it most. Let's enrich lives together. Now pay close attention. In this journey of financial self-improvement, every step forward is a step shared, every realization a light for others to follow. But even as we walk this path together, there comes a moment for personal reckoning, a moment where you pause and look inward. Ever find yourself wondering, is this it? As you look over your finances, feeling that pang of dissatisfaction no matter how hard you've worked. You're not alone. It's as if we've all been inducted into a club we never asked to join. Adults in our prime, supposedly wielding the full strength of our capabilities, and yet, for so many of us, the financial freedom we've dreamt of feels just as out of reach as ever. Pay attention, because what comes next is for you. As we pivot from our collective action to individual reflection, it's crucial to acknowledge that every yes in the comments, every like and share, is more than just digital interaction. It's a step towards confronting those very questions that haunt us in our quieter moments. It's a testament to our shared determination to not just dream of a better financial future, but to actively pursue it. Why do we cling to beliefs that keep us shackled? Because they're familiar, comfortable even in their discomfort. But it's time for some tough love. Those beliefs about money you've been carrying around, they're not serving you, not anymore. It's time to dig deep. Why do we believe that money is hard to come by, or that wealth is for others? Who told us these stories, and why did we choose to carry them forward? Grab a pen and paper. Yes, now. Start writing about your money fears, your envy, your dreams. Be brutally honest, it's just you and the page. This isn't about judgment, it's about reflection. What do you see? Patterns will emerge, and within those patterns, the keys to your financial prison. Your financial beliefs don't exist in a vacuum. They're shaped by the stories you hear and the ones you tell yourself. So change the narrative. Seek out those who've rewritten their own financial stories. YouTube, podcasts, books. Immerse yourself in the journeys of those who've climbed the mountain you're facing. Notice something about them. They're no different from you. They just chose to believe in a different story. The power of example. Oprah Winfrey. Ever heard of her? Came from nothing, faced unimaginable challenges, and yet she chose to believe in possibility. Oprah didn't accept the hand she was dealt. She reshuffled the deck, betting on her own potential. If Oprah's story teaches us anything, it's that our past doesn't define our financial future. Our beliefs and actions do. J.K. Rowling. Imagine being on welfare, a single parent with nothing but a story to tell. Now imagine choosing to believe that story could change your life. J.K. Rowling did just that, challenging every naysayer and every inner demon that whispered, "You can't." She wrote her own ending. What's stopping you from writing yours? Elon Musk. Here's a man who laughs in the face of failure. Musk could have settled after the first setback, but he didn't. He saw each failure as a lesson, not a stop sign. His belief? That failure was merely a detour, not a dead end. How's that for a perspective shift? These stories, they're not fairy tales. They're real-life proof that the only thing standing between you and your financial dreams might just be your own beliefs. So, what do you say? Are you ready to challenge those limiting beliefs and join the ranks of those who dare to believe differently? Subscribe to the channel if you're in. It's more than just a click. It's a commitment to yourself, to your future, to the belief that you can change your financial narrative. Together, we're rewriting our stories one belief at a time. And now that you've begun to challenge your limiting beliefs, you might find yourself wondering, how exactly do the wealthy think? What beliefs and mindsets are essential for building wealth? Our next video dives into these very questions, offering practical insights and strategies for adopting the wealth mindset that underpins financial success.